Bum 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 bum. Bum ba bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum ba bum bum bum.
Doctor said you got PCOS. Now go on, girl, just lose some weight. Till I took the symptoms into my own hands and reversed them naturally.
Welcome, y'all. Welcome to today's episode. A big recap of 2024 and all the Cysterhood wins, all the sister wins throughout 2024. We're going to celebrate them with you together. Really excited, but we're right about to hit Christmas.
Yes. What's for Christmas for us? What's our gift
Well,
to ourselves?
we're getting a little gifts for each other, but the big main gift
Mhm.
for this house is a puppy.
A puppy.
We're getting a puppy, y'all. We're so excited. She's coming on the 30th. We have her crate over there, kind of like all to potty train. We're excited. I'm a little bit scared, but we're excited.
I almost want to wrap the crate just so that there's like a present under the tree.
And the dog's inside the crate. Is that what you-
No. I'm so excited. It's going to be my first dog, so I'm really in for something.
Yeah,
I don't know
Taline's
what.
first puppy.
And it's just so cute. The lady keeps sending us videos. And I just got a collar last night. The name of the puppy is Kismet. And that's what
Fate.
the collar says. It's
Yeah.
like a cream colored collar to match her cream colored stomach.
Kismet means like fate or destiny. So that's
Yeah.
basically like I don't know. It feels like me and Tyne's life forever has been like fate or destiny because we met through Tinder, and then after meeting and just living for like a little bit together, we immediately started to work together. It was all fate, all destiny. None of this was planned, as you guys have all like heard the story
Yeah.
before. So it was fitting to name the dog Kismet.
I really do. I think it was a very fitting name.
Yeah.
I like it.
And we had a dog before, if you guys remember, we had a dog before, Wheezy. That was my dog that I raised from a puppy. And then when we got married, my dog would basically kind of like stay with us a little bit, stay with my parents a little bit because my dad also loved him so much too. And then that's when like Taline first fell in love with dogs because at first she was scared of him because he was like this big boxer and like this, even though he was like a sweetheart, super loyal.
Sirak had him
clown.
attack me the first time I met him.
Not like in a
You were like,
not in a-
get her. And he was just playing. He was like jumping all over me. But to me, I've never had a dog. It was like being attacked by a dog.
Yeah. Looking back at it, I probably should not have done that for someone who does not have dog experience. But you know how it is. We all do it. We all do
You're
it.
such a guy.
But it'll be Taline's first puppy, and I really think it's gonna change her life. Like for me, let us know in the comments. Like your first dog, I feel like teaches you, and this is how it was for me. It taught me about love, taught me about unselfish care for somebody else, taught me about like it just taught me the meaning of actual like real love, not love that's given to you by like being born into it. Like, you know, obviously we all love our parents, we're born into it. We all love our brothers, our siblings, our family, we're born into it. But like when you meet someone, like obviously this was before I met you, but when you meet someone or you help raise something and you grow that bond like a child, that's like so different. And that's like changed my entire life at the age of like 18, 19. So I think you maybe get that too. Your cold heart will maybe warm up a little bit.
God,
I'm just kidding.
Seriously, you're just describing marriage. I don't know how that's any different.
Well,
You
I'm
have,
glad
like, a
this happened
bond.
before marriage because it taught me how to be this way.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute.
Yes, a dog taught me to love you.
I think the dog is going to teach me. I just got that. I think the dog is going to teach me how to like make time for that kind of like fun and like it's almost like self-care, like playing with the dog. It's like dopamine.
Yeah.
You know, and I just feel like I'm kind of go throughout the day and I don't like stop to smell the roses enough. And I think the dog will help me do that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like the walks. Since we moved into this house, y'all, it's been like about a month.
We haven't gone on one walk. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
It's cold, which really deters me, but not every day. Like today's perfect. Are we going to go on a walk today? I don't think so.
We're still moving into the house. We're struggling with like setting everything up and having time for also
Yeah.
working. So it just leaves you with like not a lot of time to just like relax and not do anything. It's either work or it's
Fix the toilet.
I fixed the toilet the other day. Like just do stuff around the house, you know. But obviously, we're just new to this and we'll get used to it.
We're getting used to it.
Cool. All right, well, let's hop into this episode, y'all. What you've been waiting for. Wait, hold on. Let's put something from the soundboard. Tiny, can I hear it? All right. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, I am wearing a headband because my hair is out of control. getting a haircut in 2 days, but I have basically a mullet. Everybody look at my side profile right now. I legit have a mullet because my barber has told me, let's grow your hair out this year. And I did. I literally haven't cut it for almost a year, just like fixing it up here and there.
Trims.
So I look a little crazy. Let me know on YouTube if you like it. But with that said, what is today's episode about?
So today's episode is about wrapping up another year with our fellow sisters. We're going to celebrate some incredible wins that happened in our amazing PCOS community, the Cysterhood. And we're going to dive into those heartwarming testimonies and just talk about how sisters were able to reverse their symptoms and learn to thrive in 2024. I think it's really inspiring. We recently went on Instagram Live with a couple of sisters who reversed their PCOS.
Leah and Grace.
And everyone was just so like enraptured. Is that the word? Just like so interested and excited to hear.
Enraptured. I've not heard that before. Let me be honest with you. Enraptured.
I mean, people were so excited to hear about someone who actually reversed their symptoms and got pregnant and is thriving. And so as 2025 is coming around the corner, like we're really excited about it. And we want to hear more amazing stories. So this podcast episode is to inspire you to take your next steps in 2025.
Yes. So these are just a handful of wins from this year. Keep in mind, we have so many in this sisterhood. And if you're a fellow member and you don't hear yours listed, just know that we just had so many to go through and we can only pick a few. But your story and everyone's story is just as important as the ones that we mentioned here. And with that said, we'll also share some personal highlights, some things that happened throughout the year for us. Just kind of like give you guys a behind the scenes as we kind of give a recap of the year.
I just want to say enraptured is a word.
Enraptured.
And it means filled with great pleasure or extremely pleased by something.
So did you know that before? Did you know enraptured was
subconsciously? I did, and that's why I used that word.
Oh, okay. Because it sounded like you used like you combined
I made it up.
2 words that you knew, like encapsulated and rapture. You're like, it makes sense. Enraptured.
I mean, people were really
But is that what you did? I want to know. Is that what you?
I didn't.
Oh,
I knew
okay.
that word,
You knew the word. Okay.
deep down.
All right. Okay.
We're also going to mention some personal highlights that happened throughout the year.
Oh, yeah,
you said that part.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking up enraptured. Okay, continue.
So let's start our win, and just keep in mind, like some of these wins might be about weight loss, others might be about cravings, others could be about fertility. So we're gonna just talk about different wins, so if you have a goal in mind, that these are meant to inspire you for 2025, because that's the whole point of this episode, is to show you what's happened in 2024 to help inspire you for 2025. And with that said, our first win is from Emily.
Emily from the Cysterhood. She says, "Hey sisters, I wanted to share my small win. While I have not been perfect at following gluten and dairy free and don't work out as often as I should, I have lost 35 pounds since spring.
Amazing.
Even without being perfect, small, consistent changes are showing their impact. I have a long way to go and hope to continue to make these lifestyle changes seamless. If these small changes have had such an impact, I can't imagine what multiple workouts and perfectly gluten and dairy-free diet would do. Wish me luck."
That's amazing. By the way, so Emily had sent this message back in July, and she's saying she lost 35 pounds since spring. So that's just only a few months. So that's amazing, Emily. You're doing great. And this also goes to show you don't have to be perfect in your journey. It's about consistency and just following that sustainable plan. You don't have to be perfect at gluten and dairy free or perfect at your workouts, everything like that. You just have to be consistent, put in the days you want to do, and then the long-term results will come.
Absolutely. I love hearing about this, especially because she's emphasizing progress, not perfection. And that's the mindset that we have to go into 2025 with.
Yes.
Progress, not perfection.
Yeah.
I was just reviewing the new feature we're doing in the app, the habit tracker. And honestly, it's all about progress, not perfection. Like you can check off all of your habits, but you don't have to do it perfectly. Like there's still a notification that pops up that says, "Good job." And like, there's still like a score that's exciting to see because it accumulates all of the habits that you've done. And it's like, you've done something and that is worth something. You don't have to be perfect at it.
Yeah. And by the way, if you are a member, you probably already seen the new habit tracker, because right now we're doing just the final beta testing before release. But by the time you listen to this, actually, I'm not sure. It might be released. And if so, let us know in the comments how you like the new habit tracker and how you feel like it's helping your PCOS journey.
Yes.
All right, our next win has to do with cravings. This win is from Dallas, and she had sent this message in May. So she says, "Hey y'all, I just wanted to share my win today. For me, this was a huge win. I just started last week with the dairy-free and gluten-free. I decided to just go all in since we are hoping for a baby soon. I wanted to make all the changes possible so far. Oops, I kind of let me reread this second sentence. I decided to just go all in since we are hoping for a baby soon, and I want to make all the change possible. So far, it hasn't been that hard for me to make the switch. The hardest thing for me was sugar or anything sweet. Well, today, I walked into a store with a huge sugar craving. Usually, I would give in because they're usually pretty intense. But today, I didn't. Instead, I got a bottle of water and left, and 20 minutes later, the craving was gone. I was so excited. I felt so empowered to finally not to give in to one of my cravings. Thank you, Talian. Your podcast has helped me gain control of my life. It's still early yet, but I'm very hopeful for my future. I'm so happy to be part of the Cysterhood. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
you go, girl.
Yes.
It does take 20 minutes for a craving to go away.
Mhm.
Sometimes with PCOS, it takes a little longer because if you have insulin resistance, that is really what's driving the craving. It's not like a matter of not having willpower or whatever.
Yeah.
So that can get tricky, but it sounds like she is learning to get it under control.
Yeah. And for a lot of women with PCOS with cravings, there's a lot of food noise happening, right? There's a very common situation where you're like that food noise, the cravings are coming in. And like in the case of Dallas, like she listened to her body and she was just trying to be cautious if it was her mind or if it was like old habits with her PCOS that could be like coming back. And I think listening to her body and this method is helping her get back control over her PCOS and her body. So that's just amazing.
Yes. All right.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, actually, a quick little break. If you love these success stories, you love these testimonials, these kinds of episodes, we do want to mention something that's coming out just around the corner in January. Time, do you want to kind of give Sisters a sneak peek of our January 1st launch?
Yes, we're giving our 4-week meal and workout plan for free when you become an annual member in the Cysterhood.
Yes.
This 4-week meal and workout plan is something that we have launched every January. And we've found that it's been so helpful for women to kickstart their PCOS journey at the beginning of the year because it has video tutorials on how to cook, all of the recipes. It has, of course, video tutorials of all the workouts. You can work out with us. Sirak is instructing. I'm doing the movements. My sister is featured in it and my friend. And it's just really exciting because it is something that you can follow step by step, literally not have to think about it. And everything is perfectly designed for PCOS.
Yes.
All the recipes are gluten and dairy free. All the workouts are slow weighted workouts. And you can just follow along for 4 weeks. And
Yeah.
it's free when you become an annual member.
Yeah, and if you like step-by-step videos of every meal, of every workout, full-length workouts, full-length videos, this is the kind of program for you because it's literally like a masterclass, recorded all very high quality with everything explained. So that's free in January. And along with that, you will also get a lab kit voucher to help you learn the root cause of your symptoms. This lab kit will basically test all the corresponding hormones, and then you will get a 30-minute follow-up call with a health coach to go over the results and recommendations for next steps to improve those lab results.
Yeah.
You will also get 40% off the annual plan in the Cysterhood. That's 6 months free when you sign up. 5 months free when you sign up during January. So that's amazing. We're doing this in January because we want to set you up for the entire year to give you the annual plan, to give you this free 4-week meal and workout plan for life, to give you the lab kit voucher. We also have a cookbook that's also being given to annual members. So all annual members will be getting a cookbook when we launch in January. So this whole thing is meant to give you everything you need, all the tool set, all the tools you need for the entire year of 2025. So you don't have to guess or wonder what to do throughout the entire year.
Who knows? Maybe we'll be reading your testimony next year on
we
a
will.
podcast
We will.
episode.
Yeah.
All right, next we have Ava. She messaged us about her energy. She says, I just wanted to share a small win. I've been struggling with symptoms for years prior to being diagnosed. And one of my worst symptoms was waking up severely fatigued no matter how much sleep I got. I'm talking like waking up feeling like I was coming out of a coma and severely struggling to become alert for a solid 30 minutes every morning. I honestly had just accepted that it was part of aging and maybe I was really just that tired. But after taking all the supplements, going gluten and dairy free for 2 weeks, I actually woke up the past 2 days with energy. My husband immediately noticed and he was just as excited as I was. So thankful for this group. It's literally already changed my life and I'm just getting started.
That's amazing. Hold on.
Oh,
I've been forgetting to
gosh.
use the soundboard. Round of applause. Round of applause for everybody.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
just 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and it made that much of a difference. That's amazing.
And isn't it also amazing when somebody else notices it? Like, let's say you're
Yeah.
feeling good, let's say you're energetic, and then when somebody else notices it, that's just like a confirmation of like your feelings, because it's not like, oh, is it just in my head? No, it's really happening, and it's awesome that your husband noticed. Sounds like he's also very supportive of you, and that's just awesome.
I want to mention one thing that she said. She said, I thought I was just really that tired. I feel like sometimes we get into this mindset where we kind of just accept our symptoms and we just say like maybe I am just a tired person, or maybe like this
I'm
is
getting
just
older.
how I am. Yeah, and maybe I'm getting older, and you just kind of accept it. And this is something we talked about on our IG live yesterday with a fellow sister who reversed her PCOS. She said the same thing. She thought that it was just that she was getting older, and it wasn't. Like she started to take control of her health. She started to do some things to help improve it, and she saw a difference. And then she couldn't believe that she spent that long, that many years suffering silently without realizing that it could have been reversed.
Yeah.
And so I think like if you're listening to this podcast episode and you just you're not sure and you've just like accepted your symptoms, I'm telling you, don't accept. I do not accept. I can heal my body.
Yeah.
That is what we're saying to ourselves.
I love that. I love that. All right, our next one, it has to do with PCOS moon phase as well as coffee. So if you're struggling with weight retention in the face and it's something you want to improve for the next year, this one could be great for you. All right, it's from Evelyn, and she sent this in the beginning of the year in 2024 in January. So really good to see, or really cool to see how her year went. So she says, popping in to report that going caffeine free has helped my overall inflammation so much since starting over the holiday break. I have been going to bed earlier, feeling my natural energy rhythms coming back, less wired at night. My husband my husband pointed out that coffee might be a trigger for me since it raises my heart rate, makes me sweat, etc. And I think he was right all along. I have been doing peaks matcha after eating a meal, and it doesn't give me any of those effects. Just want to encourage my sisters struggling with fatigue too, that I've been okay without the high caffeine, and my moon phase / bloating all over is down significantly. Whoa, she says.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Second, I'm reading a book called Forever Strong by Dr. Gabrielle Lyon. Oh, interesting. With science breaking down how important skeletal muscle is for preventing disease. So true. But also for how muscle helps our metabolic health, like monitoring our insulin levels. Tallene, you preach on this, but I'm finally getting it. That's amazing. I recommend this book to anyone who needs a big why behind working out consistently. My 2024 goal is to not just lose weight, but put on healthy muscle mass and become stronger, and hopefully prepare my body for pregnancy by getting my metabolic health and fertility in a great place. This is my second year enjoying the Cysterhood workouts in the app. I love that. And just want to say thank you, Tallene, for your and C-Dog's hard work on an app that actually works for me. You are so kind and helpful, and I enjoy being part of this group. Oh my gosh.
You're so
Evelyn.
welcome.
Amazing.
Make my life with this message.
Yeah, and I love how she mentioned the Cysterhood workouts, because one of the things that we did in 2024, and actually this was later in the year, I want to say around May, June, we completely released brand new workouts in the app, 40 new workouts in the app, all with voiceovers. We kind of listened to feedback from members who said, oh, we want more voiceovers, we want just more instructions here and there, and we listened to everything and released 40 new workouts to implement all those things. And so far people have been loving it. So hopefully, Evelyn, you saw that too and have been trying those.
That's awesome. I'm so proud of you, sister.
Yeah, and honestly, just you want to talk about like the skeletal muscle, or like the muscle, like what we talk about all the time for insulin levels, and why like that's important, and how that could help Evelyn, or how that's helped Evelyn? Yeah.
So because of course we recommend slow weighted workouts, what that does is help you build muscle, especially in your lower body. Your lower body has so much different big muscles, like your thighs, your hamstrings, your quads, your glutes. These are big muscles. And so when you do lower body workouts, or just, full body workouts, whatever it is, you're working those muscles, and those big muscles are picking up sugar from your bloodstream, and it's burning it and using it for energy. And as you gain muscle, you are improving your insulin sensitivity overall. And so, isn't that what we want with PCOS? Like, that's how we're going to be able to lose weight.
Mhm.
It's not about running for 2 hours and sweating a lot and like burning all these calories. No, it's about building your metabolism so that your body functions properly, so that you can naturally lose weight and not have to count calories and not have to worry about how much you burn. You could just eat something without having the anxiety that your body isn't going to be able to metabolize it
Mhm.
and it's going to stick and it's going to make you gain weight. No, we're eliminating that anxiety by building a body that has a healthy metabolism, which not only helps you lose weight, but also helps you use the food you're eating for energy so that you're not fatigued.
Mhm.
And that's important too. Like, your metabolism isn't just weight loss, it's just like it's your energy, the way you utilize energy,
And the way
food.
you feel too, like,
Yeah.
because if you're not able to metabolize, you might feel bloated, you might feel
Yeah.
not yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, all the symptoms:
Yeah.
bloated, fatigue, weight gain,
Yeah.
if
And
you
this
don't
is
have a good metabolism.
100%. And this is one of the things that are critical for reducing symptoms, like if you have weight accumulation in the belly area, or in the case of here in the face, like the moon face. This is going to be really helpful because insulin levels can lead to PCOS moon face, as well as cortisol, high cortisol. So that's why cutting caffeine out in this case really helped her and helped her reduce that PCOS moon face as well.
Mhm. Cutting
Amazing.
caffeine is a really big deal, and it can be tough for some women with PCOS, but I find it more helpful to replace caffeine.
Hmm.
When you replace it with something like decaf coffee, if you want that flavor, or maybe tea,
Yeah.
that can be
Something
really
hot.
helpful. And you're like cozying up to something, you're looking forward to that flavor in the morning. You kind of replace it with that.
Yeah.
So,
A lot of times, like we're addicted to not just the thing that we're drinking, but the process, the
the
habit,
process,
right?
yeah.
You want to grab something hot, you want to sip on it, and we want that like habit every morning because that helps us get the day started. So
Mhm.
it could be as easy as maybe just swapping it out for something else that's hot, or it could be a little bit more time consuming where you have to reduce the caffeine a little bit and then later reintroduce it back to see how it goes.
Yes. Was it this year that we dropped our testosterone relief tea?
Yeah, yeah, it was this
That
year.
was this year?
That was just like 6 months ago. Like speaking of tea and stuff,
Oh
like
my god.
some behind the scenes for y'all. Like we released our testosterone relief tea, which is a spearmint organic blend with more ingredients to help really improve the how like the spearmint works to detox excess testosterone. We added extra ingredients in there to really help with that process. And yeah, it was like almost a year in the making of creating this tea.
Yeah. I can't believe that. It took us so long because
Yeah,
we wanted the flavor to be right, because everyone doesn't like an earthy spearmint flavor. So it's a blend
yeah.
with like calendula and
Oh, we have it
orange
right here.
peel and lemon peel. And it has all these delicious other ingredients that give it like a really well-rounded flavor. But you're still getting the benefits of spearmint and everything else that's in it. That like nettle helps reduce androgens, and
Oh yeah,
chamomile helps reduce adrenals, fatigue. And so we
yeah.
thought of you, sisters. So we created a special blend,
Hmm. Yeah.
which, by the way, I've been making a Christmas version lately. I boil it with cloves and a cinnamon stick, one apple, and like a slice of orange. And it is to die for.
Yes. And a couple things that we just the feedback about the tea that we got too is that everybody was really excited about the fact that the tea bags were completely plastic free, because the funny thing is, like, when we were showing the tea, a lot of sisters were saying, "Oh, like, how come you're using plastic tea bags? Like, that's not good." You're like, "Oh, I'm disappointed." And then we had to be like, "No, no, no, no. They're completely plastic free. The tea bags are actually
Yeah.
made from cassava flour or cassava
Fiber.
fibers, and they're woven together without using glue. They're woven together using heat and vibrations, which is, I don't know how that works,
Incredible.
but literally it's free of any glues, free of any plastic. So when you're putting that tea bag into your hot water, there's no BPA that's seeping into the hot water. You're not drinking anything that could be an endocrine disruptor. So that was an extra process that we had to go through, which honestly made things take 6 months later, or 6 months longer, maybe,
Yeah.
possibly. And of course, a bit more cost on our end, but we didn't really care about that. We just wanted to make the perfect product. And that really entailed plastic-free tea bags, all organic teas, and making sure that they were all sourced from reputable farms, if you want to
Farms.
say. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
We'll keep the link in the description if you want to
Yes.
try it. Next, we have an incredible win about pregnancy. Caitlin from the Cysterhood messaged us and she says, "Guys, I have super exciting news. It happened. I'm pregnant.
Woo!
After about 4 months of lifestyle changes, including cutting out gluten, dairy, sugar, caffeine, and alcohol, working out more, getting more vitamin D, taking my supplements, getting more sleep, increasing my healthy food intake, and trusting in God, I can say that we are pregnant after just 2 cycles of trying. It took 4 months because my cycles were still irregular. I was told I don't ovulate, which, by the way, I do. I was told it would take a long time to get pregnant, which, by the way, it didn't. I was told a lot of things, but I didn't let it stop me from trying hard. I know a lot of you are trying so hard as well, and a lot of you have spent way longer than we have on trying to conceive. So I want to be very understanding of those who have gone longer than me. Keep going, keep trying, never give up. I know we are considered high risk because of PCOS and could miscarry at any moment. So please keep us and our baby in your prayers. We're hoping to carry this baby full term. I'm so excited to be able to call myself a mom.
That's amazing.
So
Congratulations,
exciting.
Caitlin. And honestly, like what she was talking about, like I was told so many things. I was told this and that,
Mhm.
and I still believed in myself, and I still was able to get pregnant. Like how many women are told it's gonna get hard for you? It's like at teenage, as a
At an
teenager,
impressionable teenage year where you're not even thinking about having a kid, they say that.
yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
it's gonna
crazy.
be
It's so
hard.
traumatizing and
Yeah.
so unnecessary.
It creates like
Like,
this stigma. It creates this stress for the rest of their life
yeah.
until you're trying to get
For the
pregnant.
rest of your life. And you're like, my body's broken. You know what? The body, if there's one thing I learned in school, has an incredible way of healing itself. You are not broken with PCOS. It's just a matter of genetics and environment and kind of cleaning up your environment and making sure that it's working well with your genetics if you're predisposed to PCOS and insulin resistance.
Yeah.
And there's a lot you can do to improve your fertility and improve ovulation and everything. So don't give up, sisters.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And like Tanya was literally told at the doctor's office, like when she was 18, oh, it may be really hard for you to get pregnant. And then like 5 years later or 10 years later, when she like reversed her PCOS and like lost weight and did everything, the doctor told her, oh, your eggs are your ovaries are so healthy.
It's like a salmon swimming upstream.
Yeah, you're so fertile. It's like a salmon going upstream because I guess that's how they go and mate. I don't know how that.
I don't know why she said that, but I was like, okay. She's like, you better use protection. She's like, I see the egg.
So just like
Okay.
that's like a thing for everyone to consider. Like if you were told something or like you were told it was going to be really, really hard, just know that you can completely change a picture of your ovaries and the health of your ovaries and your fertility journey.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
All right.
Okay. Awesome. So I thought that was all the. Oh, I should mention though. Since we're talking about fertility, one of the things because we're giving also behind the scenes, right?
Mhm.
One of the things that we also launched this year was our first prenatal. So right here,
Yes.
this is called. We haven't really talked about this too much, y'all, because like we just launched it and
It was
I don't know.
Black Friday. And,
yeah,
we just,
yeah. It's just been
everyone's not trying to get pregnant either. Like most people who listen to us are learning how to thrive with PCOS
Yeah.
and lose weight, but some people are interested in getting pregnant.
Yeah,
So
we got a lot of requests actually like over the years. So we were like, we should create a prenatal for anyone who's trying to get pregnant, even if it's something that may not be for everyone. I think it's good to have that option for people who are trying to conceive. So
right.
ours is called Purely Prenatal. And what makes ours different again is that it's NSF certified. So it's been third-party tested. And that's something I feel like is if you're trying to make sure all your supplements are NSF certified, meaning they're tested for purity and contamination, all that kind of stuff, feels like the one for pregnancy is the most important for that. So that was like our priority to make sure that if someone's taking something to help them get pregnant, the safety of them and their baby is the most important for us and for them, of course. So we make sure these were NSF certified and third-party tested and to help women with PCOS get pregnant. So they've been designed for you. And if you have any questions about it, just check out the link in the description and leave us a comment if you're interested.
Yep. All right, sisters. Well, it seems like we came out with a lot of new products this year, and I didn't really realize it.
I mean, not that much. I would just feel like we released
The
a prenatal and
the
we released
prenatal.
a tea, both of which were really being requested by sisters. Just so you know, like when we release anything,
Yeah, it's because of people begging for
Yeah,
it.
people asking for it. So if there's
Yeah.
something you want for 2025, something you want us to release,
Let us know.
yeah, say it in the comments.
We're on a roll here. Just
Yeah.
let us know what you want.
And it's always for you, and it's always done in a way where it's like, how can we make the best product for the PCOS community? Because like this community deserves the best, deserves tested products that have been gone through rigorous testing. So that's our job. And if there's something you want, we don't have a good tested product for the PCOS community, let us know.
Yeah.
And just a sneak
Cysters.
peek, we're coming out with berberine and
Berberine.
protein powder in 2025.
protein
So those
powder.
are two things that are on our list of people want.
Oh
So
my god.
keep that in mind.
We have a busy year ahead of us. And we had that app update with the habit tracker.
Yeah.
And we're going to update our app next year
And
for the meal
workouts,
planner.
the workouts.
New workouts.
Yeah.
So next year, look forward to an updated meal planner in the app,
Oh yeah. Brand new meal
And-
planner.
berberine, and protein powder.
Yes.
And if you want anything else, just let us know and we'll ask Santa.
But amazing. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode. This was meant to inspire you for 2025 and help you get started with 2025. And lastly, just a reminder, January 1st, we are launching special exclusive bonuses, and it's only available until January 7th. So if you want that free cookbook, if you want the free 4-week meal and workout planner, all video, make sure you sign up on January 1st, as well as a lab kit voucher and 40% off. So those will be all available on January 1st. And until then, we wish you guys a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year's if we don't do an episode before then.
Talk to you soon.
Take care.